Good evening and welcome to the online information and registration session for the newly accepted pre-SLP majors, pre-speech language pathology majors at LaSalle University. My name is Lynette Clement and I serve as the academic advisor for the pre-SLP students. Tonight we will discuss some information about the program and save time at the end for questions and answers. Please take the time to mute your microphone or your telephones so that there is no background noise during the session. Thank you. Please also take this time to grab a pen to write down any questions that you may have during the session so that I can answer them at the end of today's session. So today our goal is to talk about a little bit about LaSalle University, preparing for registration, as well as making the $500 non-refundable deposit, as well as the course offerings. So welcome to LaSalle University's pre-speech and language pathology program. And again, we'll save time for questions and answers at the end of the session. So the session will be recorded and archived and distributed to you via email for later viewing. And for those of you who could not participate live. The Pre-Speech Language Pathology program is an online program. We offer courses fully online in a learning management system called Canvas. So new pre-SLP students are required to complete a free, one-time, no-credit, self-directed learning module called Canvas Self-Directed Learning Module when taking an online course for the first time at LaSalle. The Canvas training course takes less than an hour to complete, and you take the course to gain practice using the tools and features that you will need to know how to use when your online course begins. You will receive an email from me with a link to access the Canvas training course that usually opens up 2 weeks prior to the start of the semester. So it is to your advantage to complete it prior to the start of your online courses. The pre-SLP courses are quite demanding, so students in the program must maintain at least a B average grade or higher to be successful in the program and to apply for graduate school. The course content is quite rigorous and we want you to be successful, so please keep in mind that when registering for courses, your courses fall in line with your work-life balance. Graduate programs in this discipline are very competitive, as you may know, so grades and your GPA does matter when you're trying to progress to graduate school. Students generally start out with 2 courses and then determine the course load that can work to fit within their schedules each semester. The current tuition is $675 per credit. The university has a university fee of $100 and there is a part-time technology fee of $75 as well. All new students must also make the one-time $500 non-refundable deposit to be able to register for courses. The $500 deposit is applied towards your tuition as well. Financial aid is available for those who qualify. Students who wish to apply for financial aid must at least be enrolled in 6 credits, which is generally 2 courses. To apply for financial aid, you can visit the financial aid's website and complete the FAFSA form. When you have access to the My LaSalle portal with your username and password, you will also need to complete the web institutional data form to complete your financial aid packaging. Should you have any questions regarding financial aid or your financial aid status, please call the Student Financial Services Office at 215-951-1070. Qualified pre-SLP students are eligible to borrow federal direct loans up to 12 consecutive months. So taking a semester off or not borrowing money for the semester during the year does count towards those 12 consecutive months. So the 12 consecutive months start the day in which you first enroll in courses here at LaSalle. There are 15 course requirements to complete the pre-speech language program at LaSalle University. This screen displays 5 of the 15 courses. These courses are recommended for the ASHA requirements, the American Speech and Language Hearing Association requirements. If you intend to apply to LaSalle's master's program, the director will look to see if you have completed the ASHA course requirements listed here. In addition to your pre-SLP courses. The ASHA courses can be completed at LaSalle University or at another University of Higher Education, accredited institution that is. In order for the courses to transfer, you must have received at least a B grade or better, and we need to see the official college transcript as well to determine whether or not the course is transferable here to LaSalle. We may also ask you for a course description of the course or the course syllabus. So if you're interested in getting credit for any pre-SLP courses, the program director would need the syllabus or the course description at minimum to determine whether the pre-SLP course you've taken is equivalent to the courses here at LaSalle University. This screen displays the 10 pre-SLP course requirements. There are 47 total credits required to complete the pre-SLP program at LaSalle. When selecting courses each semester, make sure that you have fulfilled any prerequisite requirement listed here. So some of the courses have prerequisites, so it's best that you check the courses that have a prerequisite and make sure that you have already fulfilled the course requirements for that course so that you won't have trouble trying to register for a course that you need a prerequisite for. So all of our courses for the spring start January the 19th and run through May the 14th. Some courses are offered as a face-to-face course. Generally, they're offered for the students in the master's program, but pre-SLP students online can enroll in them as well, but they have to wait until after the day MS and pre-SLP majors have enrolled. They actually changed the name from pre-SLP, pre-speech language pathology, to communication and other science disorders. So if you see COSD, that's what that acronym stands for. So there are several courses that we offer. So students generally start with the COSD 100, Intro to Language Communications, and COSD 102, Intro to Communication Disorders. Some students also start with the phonetics course as well. So after today's virtual session, please email me your course your course registration request, so that I can submit it to the registrar's office to enroll you in courses. So only the students who have submitted the $500 non-refundable deposit will be permitted to register. And after you submit your registration as well as your deposit, I can go ahead and forward it to the registrar's office to enroll you in courses, and then I will follow up with you with an email with instructions on what your next steps are and confirm your registration for spring. So if you have not yet made your $500 deposit, you should submit your $500 deposit to the student and accounts receivable office. So you should have received an email with instructions on how to pay the $500 deposit online through the student and accounts receivables website. So again, the spring semester will begin January the 19th and end May the 14th. The last day to add or drop courses from your spring schedule or to your spring schedule is January the 25th, and you will need to send me an email request to make any changes to your spring course schedule. After the add drop period has ended, we will begin what's called the course withdrawal phase. So the last day to request a course withdrawal or to be withdrawn from a course is April the 25th. However, please pay close attention to the tuition refund policy, because after the 4th week of classes there are no refunds. So if you decide to withdraw from a course after the 4th week of classes, you will not receive a tuition refund and will be responsible for the full tuition of the course. Thank you for attending the orientation and registration session. This concludes the orientation session. Are there any questions? You can either type your questions in the chat box area or ask them aloud. So please unmute your phones and unmute your microphones as well. You can either call me as well, 215-991-3682. If you have general questions that you want to discuss with me individually, please remember to email me your course registration request, and my email address is C as in cat, L, E, M as in Mary, E, N as in Nancy, T as in Tom, L as in Lynette. So it's my last name, first initial, Clement L, at lasalle.edu. I currently serve as the academic advisor for pre-speech language pathology programs, and Dr. Barbara Amster is the program director. Both she and I are available to answer any questions that you may have. So thank you for your time. Have a great evening, and now is the time to ask questions. Thank you.